Ellis.
Hello. Did you hear that? Right.
Hello.
Hello. This is the Effing One podcast. I'm your host with the most, Wayne, and this is the tech guy, Brendan. Are you the tech guy now?
That is a very loose description.
So we've got lots of cars to look at.
Knowledge in a different department. Yes, a lot of new cars that have been revealed.
So let's get the sharing on the go here. What are you watching on telly there, buddy?
What?
This is a professional podcast. You can't have. He says, as he's trying to clear away. Well, which car are we going to go for first?
No, I'm looking at my screen as well.
I'm sharing it, right?
Well, I'll start with the first one. There was a good on.
That was loud. That was loud.
Yeah, it was.
That was loud. Let's turn this down.
On Instagram. Oh, that's because that's yours. There was one.
It's my Murray on the soundboard there.
Murray Walker.
I think the Fantastic's my favourite.
Fantastic!
Oh, what a ledge. Are you going to send me the link and I'll put it up? Should we do that?
Yeah, I'm just trying to find the picture of the cars side by side and the comparisons.
Oh, you've got all of them?
Not all of them, just some of them. But I should have really prepped it earlier.
No,
but
that's not the name of the game here.
Not the ethos.
I've seen two pictures of the Williams one. One of them's just all blue, which I didn't like, and the other one's got the blue and white. Which one's?
Yeah, there's there's comments being made about the visibility of the car. That it's not very visible on track, and they're wondering if people will hit it.
There's one I don't like, and we're going to wait for that excitement when I get to it.
All right, okay.
Well, there's one picture I have seen that I don't like, but whether that's what they look like when they come out. Oh, here's a Williams.
Yeah, that's the other big thing.
Yeah, they're going to change it.
Yeah.
Here's a Williams one here that's... Let's have a look at this one. Are we going straight for Williams?
Yeah, let's start with Williams. Oh, that's Alpine.
This is Alpine.
Have you seen the new Alpine?
Oh no, I haven't. Except maybe this is all of them.
So they've done, I think that is quite, there's a few of them. They've done a couple of things with that. So they're going to have... they're going to flip the colour scheme round every other week or every 2 weeks or something ridiculous like that. So everything you see blue will be
so I'm already triggered.
But Otmar Safnauer, there you go. He's obviously taking BWT with him.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
I was just moving
But yeah, so that's one thing. Then the other thing is, what do you think? What are your thoughts on the ducts on the back? Have you noticed them?
I haven't had a close look at the old the air intakes here.
Not the intakes, the outlets. See the kind of ruffles. You can see it clearer on the left-hand side, just above the wing mirror. Look above the wing mirror.
Oh, this?
Yeah, see there, yeah. So Ferrari have got them, Alpine have got them, Aston have got them.
Right.
To some extent. Alpine have them down that way and down the side as well of the engine casing.
Yeah.
And it's basically to get engine air off the top of the radiator, so everyone else is exhausting it out the back.
Right.
So this is to disrupt the engine airflow, and it'll be interesting to see if these cars suffer or gain from it as a group.
Right. So they're going to, and they've all got this, like you say,
Not
or is
all
it
of them.
just
So if you
BAR?
bring up the next car.
Let's do this.
Aston, Ferrari, and
oh, there's the big boy.
yeah. So they don't have it. They've just got pretty sleek sort of sidings on the where the radiators are and where those air ducts go.
Let's find a
So
better.
behind those air ducts are the radiators.
Let's find a better view of the Alpine. Yeah. I want to see what you mean by this.
You see an air. If you see a top view, just do Alpine car launcher. You'll.
Alpine. The top view.
No, that's the old car.
Oh Jesus.
Alpine Car Launch 2022. Have you used Google before?
I have, yeah.
Yeah, I think it'll catch on, you know.
Yeah, I think so too. I mean, it'll take me a long while to get off of Ask Jeeves, but you know. So Alpine, is this a better view?
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, okay.
That was a good one. But you see the slots quite clearly on that.
Okay, and
if you
is
hadn't
that
clicked off it.
Well, I'm getting a bigger picture. Jesus. Okay. Let's have a look. Where is it?
So that's the comment about flipping the livery.
Right.
But you can see quite clearly the exhaust air grills.
Yeah.
From the top of the radiator and the engine housing.
Is that for cooling or?
Yeah.
And that's it.
So,
mean, is that going to make a big difference?
Well, that's the thing, isn't it? Nobody knows. So Ferrari have gone for it, Aston Martin have gone for it, and Alpine have gone for it. So it's all different engine manufacturers that they've got. It's not parent companies, and you know, it's not like Alfa and Ferrari.
Right.
Although I've not seen Alfa's car yet, so they might have done it.
We've only got a couple more.
It'll be interesting to see. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see if those three as a group or the cars with those vents, if there's any, you know, handling differences or performance differences because of them.
And it's a bit of an F-duct thing, isn't it? I suppose. Think they rolling the dice. Do you think they're rolling the dice a bit?
Yep. There's a clear path. There's two ways to go on a decision, and they've gone one way, and everyone else has gone another way. It's one of the most obvious differences between the cars.
Which is good. I like it when they take a bit of a risk. I don't like
exactly.
I don't like it when they take a bit of a risk with deliveries. I'll be honest.
No, you're more a livery kind of guy. I really don't care.
You don't care, seriously? You don't care about the aesthetics about it?
No.
When you say to me, when you say to me like, they're going to try two colours and stuff like that, it reminds me of this, which is what they did. This is a BAR, and half the car was one livery, half the car was another. It's horrible, and it's and they or I think they did it again once when they made an earth color car, and it was just.
If you scroll down, they might have the mainly pink version of that, because that's what they're doing, is changing the blue for pink and the pink for blue.
Okay, there's a pink.
That's it.
See, I'll just.
I just think it's Racing Point.
They keep changing the bloody name of the thing. I'm gonna drop my phone.
No, this isn't Racing Point. That's Aston Martin now. You know, so this is a totally different team.
So this isn't
BW. They've got BWT as a sponsor.
So now we're never going to know who's driving on what is driving on who. What? So this is
because you're so livery orientated.
Well, I like to know what I'm looking at. I've just dropped my bloody phone. Where's that gone?
Who are you expecting to call you? You get some Tinder dates getting set up or something?
Excuse me. My private life is not going on YouTube, except right now.
Yeah, sorry. If there's any ladies watching, Wayne is available on Tinder.
Oh yeah. My phone's blowing up immediately. Well, it wouldn't be. I haven't published yet.
It's good to see you understand the technical side of things, though. All right. So we're gonna. Can you search 2022 car noses?
Yes,
because
I will.
That's quite an important bit of design difference between the cars.
2022 noses.
Yeah, the nose sections, they're doing them very differently. All the teams have done very different nose arrangements for very different reasons.
Let's put F1 in there. I don't want to just get some bad nose jobs.
Although that would be funny.
That would be a whole other podcast, wouldn't it? Okay, let's just do that. There we go. Look what we've got here. I'm glad we don't do this little this little nipply thing.
Yeah.
There are some unattractive design features. So what are we looking at here?
They're better left.
Oh, okay. We've got more of a buff. This is what you're
I'm
looking
trying to find. Let me see. That gives you a layout, but you can. There's ones comparing them all. Let me see. Yeah. So if you look at the side by side, no.
Let me just. This is quality podcasting here. While you're doing that, I'm going to go straight to my favourite car, and you can probably guess it already, can
you? Your favourite car ever?
Oh Christ Almighty! No. I'm going to put. Well, now you're asking for it, now, aren't you? You're literally asking for me to start.
If you do compare F1 cars, just type compare in there. There you go.
Just compare.
Type compare. Oh, you get copyrighted for that as well.
That's it. Copy strike. Got copy strike last time.
Yeah.
Got copy. We weren't allowed to show that.
Along the top.
What are we looking at here? Which one should I click on? Which one should I do? Which one is it?
Like a ferret up a drain pipe.
Like a ferret up a drain pipe.
Ferret up a drain pipe. It doesn't have them. Let me see.
Please tell.
Look at that Williams, right? Look at the Williams there on the right.
Yes.
See how the bottom two louvers on the nose go round the front of the nose?
I like the fact that you said louvers. Okay.
Yeah.
That bit here. And
then if you look at the Mercedes car or the Ferrari.
This one, I've got a picture here of another one with some nice louvers. I feel like that's a new word now. Right, there we go. Look at that. See, that's sexy. That's a sexy.
It is.
There's something clean about this. I like it, and there is a callback going on here to older liveries, isn't there?
Yeah, with the yellow in it. Yeah.
There's a callback going on. I like a callback. I loved it when Lotus did the black and gold again previously.
Yeah.
New year, new Mercedes. That's dark, isn't it? What's going on there?
That's an old one. Yeah, that was 1st of January. That wasn't the launch. This is the teasers here. This isn't the actual cars. This is from a month ago.
Aero porn, isn't it? That's. I do like that.
That's not even the one they've released, actually.
I know, they've just made it all blue because they just ruined it. So we're doing compare, is it? Compare.
Right, yeah. That one there, that Mercedes shot.
The Mercedes shot or the Alpine?
Yeah. No, you just brought up a Mercedes really quickly. Yeah, so if you look at the Alpine, see how the louvers join the nose and the nose sticks further forward?
Yeah.
So again, there's two main camps. There's the ones that have got the nose sticking out,
and then there's this one here
out from behind it, and then there's the ones that have got the louvers in front of the nose.
Yeah, I can see.
And if you look at the Ferrari above it, that's again very different.
It's a lot. They've gone for a lot more sexy, haven't they?
Yeah,
they've gone for the curve.
Curvaceous. And have you seen that's a good shot of the Mercedes.
Yeah,
see, it's a good shot. You skip off it. That's the rendered image. That one. That's not the actual car that they drove around Silverstone the other day.
They drove on. Is there footage of this?
Yeah.
That will get us
footage.
Copy strikes. Yeah.
Probably.
We'll find out right at the end. We'll put two. I think we can put 4 seconds. I keep both talking.
Those wings over the top of the tires are smaller on the real car than they are on the render. So
these are just purely.
The size of that.
Are these? This is nothing to do with a braking mechanism or anything. These are just purely aerodynamic things.
Yeah, and they've reduced the size of them.
They're not mud guards.
Yes, that's exactly what they are. Do you...
Please don't. Okay, you're okay.
That leads into the next question nicely. Do you know the parameters that are allowed that they're set?
No, I don't, because I'm
for
the more. Wing... When are you going to get used to the fact that I'm the moron in the?
Okay.
Go on.
You're the one that does the livery. So the wing, for example, there's a box that they're given, and they can fit anything they want inside that box. Right. And so the same with the ducts. The ducts have to. There's a box where the ducts go. It can be high and wide and deep, and they can start the ducts anywhere inside that. They can make them any shape inside that. Obviously, the material.
Oh, so like they're given like a cubic kind of space, and they can do whatever they want in that cubic space.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
See,
so, for example, if you look at the left-hand wing on the nose there, you'll see where the right above the R in Patronus, right, is the highest point of that curve.
Okay.
Right. So on other cars, that high point will be further in or further out. It will be, but it's at the limit of the box. So other wings will fill that box in a different way.
Okay.
And that's where the individual teams are going to excel, and that will be changing throughout the year as people find that works or doesn't work.
Okay. Yeah. That one team will just have a competitive advantage, and the other teams will go,
Yeah, they'll have more grip, and they'll see that their front end's handling better or whatever.
That fascinates me a little bit, where, say, like the front end will handle better, and how are they going to identify whether it's that or this? Do you see what I mean?
Yeah, like so. One of the areas they're expecting to have issues is getting tire temperature and keeping tire temperature, right? Because previously what they did was they bled air off the wheel, off the brake discs, heated up the wheel, which would heat up the tire, right? And they could adjust the amount of air that would flow between the brake ducts and the wheel. Now they've stopped that completely now. So the only way to warm up the tires is wiggling it, old-fashioned way.
The old-fashioned way of weaving around.
Yeah, or by creating more downforce on them. So and that will be driven by the nose. Right. So if you see that's not as wavy.
Is this officially this year's car? Is this the
this
latest
is one that they've been driving. Yeah, they've been driving. You see the fins over the top are a lot smaller.
Can you tell by the tone of my voice how much I love this car?
Yeah. Now look at the big ducts. Look at the dips behind the air ducts, and see how much wider the air ducts are.
These ones.
And then they've got and then look behind that.
Right. This dip here.
That dip
scoop out. It's like a scooped out.
Yeah, there's people joking that the car weighs 700 pounds in the dry and 750 in the wet because
it's
all
got
the water that's going to collect in there. There's little ducks and everything, little memes.
I mean, seriously, that could be a bit of a concern. That's going to collect water. I know it's moving.
The airflow will blow it out, and you can guarantee they've tested that in the wind tunnel.
Yeah, these aren't no amateurs.
Yeah, this ain't their first rodeo.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can see the difference in the shape and the size of the nose there as well. How it's more gradual all the way up.
This to me, this very point. This looks very early or late 90s even. Yeah. Kind of thin. Oh, you can tell I
think they are good looking cars though.
They're way better looking.
If you find a side shot of that, I think that just because they're cleaner,
Yeah,
there's
and
not all that crap sticking on them.
That's why making the livery more complicated as well. I've seen one which I'm going to find in a minute, but let's find a side 2020 F1 Ferrari. 2020 F1 Ferrari. Let's find another picture of it here.
Hang on a minute.
I'll just entertain everybody then. Getting some pictures up.
Yeah, because that's why people tune into a podcast, to look at other people searching the internet.
yeah, it's on the podcast thing as well, and I just realised that to anybody who's just listening, we're looking at cars. There you go. That's the best we can do. We are on YouTube, so please like and subscribe. Smash that like button.
Smash the button.
Smash the button. Is this the new one? That doesn't look new, does it? It's not that.
That might be a render though.
By render you mean drawing, don't you? Please tell me you just.
Yeah, computer generated CGI and touched up. So based on a picture but touched up.
Oh, look at this! Hang on. This is right up my street. You ready for this?
Going to share it with the massive.
I'm just clicking on the picture. Jesus. You're going to like this. I'm going to like this when I get it on the bloody screen. Look at that. Look at that.
Okay.
You're just not... You're just not... Nicky Lauda inspired. Hang on a minute, though. What year is this article in? Because that was when Nicky Lauda died. This is just some geek at home who's done this, isn't it?
Oh, okay.
Is it? What's the year? What's the date on this podcast? This article doesn't say, does it? Never mind. It's just fantasy. Get it off. Okay.
Yeah, it's not a real car, right?
No, it's a render. Let's try next. What we got here? This is the other Williams, which I don't like.
Yeah.
I don't know what they're thinking.
No, it's too dark. I agree that it is to do with a bit more orange on it. I like the orange, but it needs a little bit more.
Yeah,
but just see my point about the front wing where the peak is on this one. It's halfway in the middle.
So once again, these are just purely aerodynamic things here.
Yeah.
I suppose everything on it's aerodynamic, isn't it?
There's certain parts that are supplied by the FIA.
Oh, I see.
Right.
And box standard, out of the box.
Yeah.
FIA.
Yeah.
Well, how come
the wheels are all bog standard now as well?
How come that's that big?
That's a render from New Year. And they've changed they keep changing the regulations and changing the design.
Really?
As they get feedback.
That's not like the FIA to keep changing rules, is it?
They're working with them.
Now, the AlphaTauri, I've seen a different version of this car, which for me almost made me sick out of my own eyeballs.
Really?
And it was the livery, because I'm a livery guy.
I want to see how bad that was.
I'll find it on this screen.
That's on the screen that you're looking at.
I know. I'm going to find it and bring it across. Because I don't want to see everybody miss me watching me type. AlphaTauri images. If it's the one I'm thinking of, if it's probably a different car. Oh,
so that's the thing I wanted to talk about actually, is that when Red Bull launched their car, they launched the FIA mock-up, right? In Red Bull livery. It wasn't a race car. It wasn't a Red Bull car. So what's the actual point? Do you know what I mean? It's like it's not exactly cheating, but it's not a car launch, is it?
No, it's not. No, it's just this is what it might look like.
Yeah,
maybe.
The point of that?
I can't find it now. AlphaTauri livery. Let's put livery. It looked like it was just speckled with black and white paint. It was just awful. Maybe it had some of that aerodynamic stuff on it. Maybe it was that.
No, do you know what it was? It was the Alfa Romeo.
Alfa Romeo.
So Alfa Romeo sent it out in camo.
Why?
They put a disruptive pattern on it so that anybody photographing the car wouldn't be able to get any detail off it.
Oh, here it is. Wow.
That's it. Yeah.
What?
So you can't see any detail. Why? They're going to wrap it anyway. They're going to change it.
Yeah, but you still have to
change the colour of it.
Gone to all that effort.
Yeah. I think it's genius.
It's what they used to do in the Second World War with planes, isn't it? They put the underside of the plane, and they do it with ships.
Pattern.
They do it with ships.
Yeah.
The disruptive pattern with ships. Okay, but you've done that.
And they'll launch it in the livery.
Well, it did what it says on the tin, didn't it? Because I was nearly sick out of my eyeballs.
You can't see the detail on it. You can see a little bit of so if you look at the floor, just in between just behind the Orland sign.
Yeah.
Right. Look on the floor. There's a raised section there, right? Okay. You can't see any detail of it. One of the big things in the Mercedes floor is that they've got very pronounced knobbly bits along the floor.
Knobbly bits, technical terms, obviously.
It is a technical term. If you
but it's still, it was so displeasing to my eyes. I just thought, no, they can't possibly be going with that. Go here. There it is. Yeah, they just don't want people to look at it. Thank God for that. But that is a bad livery, isn't it? If they went for that,
I think it's
the advertisers going, "What are you doing? We can't even read."
Yeah.
Because I even looked at the Oreo. I thought it was Oreo. I thought, was it a biscuit? What's going on? What are you trying to sell here? What's the new sponsor? But it's not, obviously.
And there was a load of comments about why Mercedes have gone to the silver livery.
Here we go. They're reverting back to away from the black one to the silver one. Do you mean that thing? And they just immediately asked Lewis Hamilton for his comment on it, and it's like,
do you know what it was?
Go on.
Because Max has got gold on his helmet this year for being first last year, and that's why they've had to go for silver because they were second.
Oh my God! I recently where is it? I sent myself some articles to look at. Let's have a look at this. Wolf and Hamilton deceive fans, the FIA and the media. I don't know what that is. I didn't even read that. I just saw the word deceive. I was completely clickbaited in for that one. Hamilton demands prosecution of F1 staff.
This is the one.
Are you sending it to me in the chat? But not half, mate. Where's the chat?
I'm going to send it on WhatsApp, I think. I'm going to try. Do you have WhatsApp on your laptop?
No, I haven't. Send it can you not send it in the chat? I've got the chat open here. Oh, sorry, mate.
Yeah, I thought we had a moment in the last episode where you got that all working and you thought it was fantastic.
I did think it was fantastic, but now I thought I made us too slick. I didn't want us to be too slick.
You've been asleep since then.
I've been asleep since then.
And you forgot. See, now you're sending the link and not the image, whereas WhatsApp sent the image.
Here we go.
And you'd be able to open the image straight away.
There it is. There. Did it?
Right. Okay. So if you zoom in on the floor area, just under the R for Patronus.
Yeah. Okay. Let's just. Where's the zoom button? I'll zoom in. Okay. All right. Okay.
Keep going. You'll see the wobbly bits there.
I'm new to Mac, okay? Where's the plus button on this? Oh, fuck. I'll do it the clicky way. I'm new to Macs. I love them.
Yeah. So there, right, if you have a look under the R section, and if you look at the floor on this compared to, see, so there's quite a lot of detail on there, like where those veins are at the front and how it scoops down, and
it does look like they've just melted it a bit.
Yeah, it does. But then you can see why Red Bull don't want to show people what they've done. You can see why Alpha don't want people to see what they've done, because if they've come up with a concept on the floor that's slightly different to everyone else, they're all going to be running. They're going to rough it up and sim it. You know, they're going to be running simulations.
So do you think this is a double bluff here? Is this a double bluff?
No.
I mean, on the launch, they could
the car that they've been.
Have they got to on the launch? Rules are that's the car you're racing.
No, because that's my point about Red Bull. They didn't use they've not shown the car they're going to race. It's going to look very different to the one they wheeled out. But that's close to the one that was on the track at Silverstone the other day, because they had 2 days shakedown.
Okay.
At Silverstone, and so did McLaren and Haas and Alpha have all been out. Aston Martin, and you've seen the pictures of Alpha's car on the track.
Yeah, let's get rid of this fictitious car here. What other so we've done Williams. We've done Alpha. Let's have a look at what it looks like.
They've not done a proper launch yet.
What about Nikki? What about my love Nikki? What?
Yeah, Haas have launched their car. They're in Barcelona actually doing a shakedown now. Okay. That car looks all right. It's got a nice livery on it.
That's a nice livery, yeah.
That link that I sent you had all the cars on it, by the way, all the ones that have been launched at the date of publication.
Okay. Let's zoom back out again. View zoom out minus. Let's just open it again. Open it again. Because all I've got is a photo here of this one. I didn't have all the cars on it. Can you send me a link to the one with just all the cars that you've been? Okay. Let me just.
Feel free to go and get some beverages, good listeners.
Top 10 liveries, F1 liveries.
There you go. I've just sent you the launch. I've sent you the link.
I know. I was just putting some fluff in there. Hold on. Right. Here we go. The Independent. Here we go. Boom. Car launches. F1 car launches. There's that fella with his crinkle cut melted bit. Oh, I just pushed
a few of them. What have you pressed now? So yeah, just click on the picture of the Mercedes and full screen it, and then you look at that gallery. Yeah.
Okay. Just trying to get it back to where it was. There's a full screen button down here. Here we go. Okay. Hey, see, professional.
There is adverts, and we don't endorse any of the products in the adverts.
They're not giving us any money, so. Yeah. We can actively say that they're rubbish. All those products are of low quality, and
just wait till you see some of them. So that's obviously the Mercedes,
right?
And that's pretty close to what they put on track,
right? That's a jacket, okay. Here's.
And then there's the Ferrari. I don't like the new outfits. The black.
I don't know. We did beat up on the new outfits a bit last time, but they've made up for it with the car. I can see where they're going. They're kind of with the black halo, and they're going for the black.
And the black tires. They're making that part of the color scheme of the car.
Which I don't. But it's beautiful.
Yeah.
But yeah, they've ruined it with.
It'll be interesting to see if those side pods stay that size the whole way through.
Yeah, the actual development. I'd be interested to see what these look like at the end of the season. But if you say they're standard, I don't know. God, that's yeah.
It looks like it's smiling. So there's the blue.
The Independent, the best
livery.
In TV, film, and music. Not. There's the pink one. There's the Alpha livery.
Yeah.
It's a bit, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not.
Again, I think that's the launch car rather than the actual the race car.
Yeah. They're just showing off the livery. When you just go black and white, I think it's not.
You can kind of tell it's a fashion brand.
Yeah.
It's
well, because it's rubbish.
And it's trying to look nice, and it's not something that I'd wear, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. You wear it once and then think, I'm not wearing that again.
Yeah.
Here we go.
And there's the Aston. So this was the actual race car, or the car they put on the track. And you can see just above where it says Cognizant.
Yeah.
You can see where the vents are there, and they're very different to where they are on the Alpine and on the Ferrari.
Yeah, this looks a bit more complex. I don't know whether it's just the colour scheme that's making it and the shininess.
And a lot of the other cars are matte this year, and
that seems because Red Bull did that last year. Did
they?
Yeah, the Red Bull.
Pay attention to livery.
I'm trying to get okay. Right, okay. Yeah, lovely. Don't. This is a Nicky's car jacket. Okay, that's it. There was only 9 photos.
That's it.
Is that all that we've got?
That's all the decent teams in.
And the rest are just the filler. Just filler.
Yeah.
See, so now what we should do is a favourite top 10 liveries. Come on, you must have a favourite livery. F1.
Of all time?
Of all time, yeah, come on.
I like the Golf McLaren.
The Golf McLaren?
You know,
Oh, you're talking. Oh, this one.
light
Yes,
blue.
I did like this. I thought this was classy.
Yeah.
Very classy.
Yeah. And I like that livery on the cars in general, on those, you know, the race team. No matter what kind of car it's on, we've got a Scalextric set there in that livery.
What? So
there's an ATM car and a some other car, a Formula E car, I think it is.
I think this was one of my favourite liveries, especially when they turned up for the first race in 2009.
Right. Yeah.
I
Thought that a shoe, doesn't it?
What? Okay.
So somebody brought out Nike, I think, have brought out a shoe that's got the same colour scheme on it.
Yeah. Brawn GP. Let's just show you what the first race they turned up in. It was almost like they just wheeled it out of the factory. Hardly any kind of
no sponsors or anything.
No
like
sponsors. Yeah. It was clean, and it just drove into the sunset, didn't it? If you remember, Jenson Button just said, "No, we've won this." Just stood right at the front of the grid, got pole position, and Martin Button said, "Can you win this?" He went, "Yeah," and just poof, gone.
Brilliant.
That's a beautiful livery. That's a beautiful livery. The Lotus, obviously.
Yeah,
JPS.
the black and gold. Yeah.
Lotus JPS, but particularly, I mean, this
here we go.
This is the one. Oh look, that's Ronnie Peterson. Would you believe it? Is he alive?
Would you Adam and Eve it?
But this is my favourite Lotus car. First ground effect, skirts.
All right, I've just sent you a link to
get me off my whole nostalgia.
No. You can come back to it. Just open it in preparation, and you can see the difference between the cars.
Oh wow, that's quite high. Who's taking off? This is quite high.
What is quite?
This gap here.
Yeah, it's to get the air down and under. Because
so they're using ground effects now because they banned ground effects.
Yeah, that's what it is now. It's ground effect to suck it on. And there was jokes about the other day on Friday because they had the Mercedes out in the middle of that storm.
Oh, okay,
It stayed stuck down, and they were like, "Guys, it's done. You know, if that car can stay down on the track in 90-mile-an-hour winds, then, you know, we're screwed." But it's interesting.
When we talked about that fan-assisted car, the Brabham, apparently that's what that was like. You could drive it around the corner at any speed you wanted. It wasn't going anywhere. It's stuck.
There was a good graphic in the where was Concorde built?
Paris, wasn't it? It's French, isn't it? Look how high that is. Look at the height of that.
Yeah. Sash, where did we go and see Concorde? Perfect timing.
Well, I got it's dead air.
What's the racetrack? The racetrack.
Paul Ricard. Paul Ricard.
No. In England, where they have the McLaren and I was sending you the pictures there where we went with the kids.
Brooklyn, Silverstone,
Brooklands. There we go. Brooklands. Yeah, at Brooklands they had an image above the McLaren simulator actually, where it's theoretically possible to drive a Formula One car on the roof of a tunnel. Because of the the grip it's got and the downforce. The downforce that pushes it that way. So but if you go back up on that picture,
this one,
no,
this one.
Going. Well, that was a good one for the vents, but then if you look at
that's totally different.
Yeah,
and they've launched that car.
Yeah. If you go to the top where you see the 4 of them or 5 of them lined up beside each other, there's some quite good, interesting talking points there. Yeah, like that. You can see where obviously the wheels are the same size, but how far? Yeah. There's a couple of inches how far forward they are and how far back they are. They're all the same length overall, obviously.
But the wheels this space in between here, is that not a regulated area? Like
the space between the front and the back wheels? No. There's this what's regulated is the space.
Can I just say thank you for not making me feel stupid there? No. I just thought you were
I don't think it is.
because.
But I think the space that is regulated is behind the engine, the drive shaft. So the space between the engine and the gearbox and the back wheels. They're looking to make that shorter by 2025. So there's a stub shaft basically from the output of the engine to the differentials at the back.
Okay.
Which drive the wheels, and they're looking to make that shaft shorter, so they can make the car shorter, which will create less dirt air behind it and make it thingy. But they wanted to do it one step at a time. So you can see the vents on this, and it's got that kind of fat body, and that's what I mean. So Alpine, Ferrari, and Aston have gone for that fat body, and everyone else has got the
this is like quite
at the front
bulbous,
and then really narrow. Yeah.
Bulbous body here, and that's gone inwards narrow.
Yeah. But what these guys do is they've got undercut.
This one, look at that. That's a wild difference there. Zhush.
That, yeah. It looks like something. I'm trying to figure out what it looks like.
I'm twisting my head to see.
It almost looks like a squid swimming that way. Do you know what I mean? It's the head of the squid.
Yeah.
I see trailing behind.
Yeah, I can see that. Well done. Yeah, a squid. But this, I find this very interesting. But when we talk about ground effects, I mean, does that go up and down? Obviously, it's going to go up and down, isn't it?
I don't think so. So there's no high rake and low rake cars anymore, right? If you could see the rest of that car, it would be parallel to the ground. Whereas before, obviously, Red Bull went right up at the back. They had a high rake car, and that gave them benefits.
Like a wedge.
And that gave them certain benefits on certain racetracks. But now everybody's got to be parallel to get that ground effect. They want the air rushing under to create the low pressure and the high pressure on top to push it down.
Because like when the ground effects first came in the early 80s, late 70s, early 80s, the front of the car would be down at certain points and then up at certain points. I know they had a gas canister in the car to get through regulation. So before they went in Parc Fermé,
that's another thing they've changed as well, is that the suspension is back to manual suspension. There's no hydraulic suspension anymore. Right. So previously they had gas canisters and all that, and that's what a lot of the stuff in the bodywork was.
Right.
Was gas canisters to raise and adjust the suspension as they moved around the track and whatever. Now it's just a set of springs, or leaf springs or compression springs that they can change for certain tracks. They've got different compression rates and stuff like that. But once it's in, and it will make handling a lot more different. It's basically set the whole way around, and it won't change.
Is it another one of those efforts to make it more driver-led as opposed to technical
led? Yeah, exactly. Less monkeys and rocket ships.
HelloFresh, look, HelloFresh, 50% off HelloFresh. We don't recommend.
Use the code Wayne is a twat.
Yeah. Wayne knows nothing about new cars, but give him a JPS car, he's all over it. Look at that.
Yeah.
That's a beautiful livery.
Yeah. And that's why he doesn't like HelloFresh, because that has modern food, not 1970s curries with banana and raisins in it.
Oh, look at that. I think that's what I'm going to ask for Christmas. Look at this Team Lotus JPS. That is a beautiful car. That's a clean design.
Lotus are the only people that have ever built a roadworthy F1 car, a road licensed F1 car.
Really?
Yeah, they built one, didn't they?
Oh, I thought you meant such a fucking idiot. I thought you meant he just drove off from winning the race and then just drove home in it.
No. But they built one that you could buy.
I'll see you later, guys. Off he drives off the track, off home. No, they bought they made a Lotus car. What a complete. I'm just trying to think. Lotus Esprit. Look at that. There's something about Lotus that just screams, lung cancer. I don't know what it is. That's one of my favourite liveries.
John Player Special.
Trying to think of another favourite livery now. I did like some of the Wolf cars. Wolf F1. Wolf F1 images. This car, aerodynamically, looks very similar. But look how small they are back then, and how exposed the driver was. I mean, if that went upside down, your neck's broken. I actually don't. When you read the statistics, I'm surprised that not more of them died. To be honest, especially when you see them just.
Yeah. And,
in the 80s,
how slidey they are going around corners, and the speed that they're still going around, and they're around the corner and all this kind of stuff.
Especially in the 80s, there was very few. There was Villeneuve, and then there was no deaths all the way up till Senna. But in the 80s, they didn't have any of. They didn't have a halo. They had a roll bar, but you were just.
Have you ever watched Goodwood Festival of Speed or anything like that, where they bring out the old Formula One cars and they get modern journalists like Karun Chandok and Martin Brundle and these guys to race them, and they
I've seen it on YouTube. Yeah.
They're brilliant, and the way they talk about Martin Brundle talked about Sterling Moss's car that he won Monaco in, where it's just, he says you can feel he took the door off in Monaco because it was so hot and he wanted better cooling, so he took the side panel off the door, and it was just literally a tube at the side of him on either side, and him sitting in this basically.
Oh my god,
it was mental. And scaffolding tubes with an engine on the back.
I just like or when you read about sort of, oh blimey, who's that? When you read about, got distracted now. I don't know what distracted me.
No.
Jackie Stewart, who taped a spanner to his steering wheel because he nearly died in a car previously, and they couldn't take the steering wheel off because he was trapped on the steering wheel. So the next race he went to, he sellotaped a spanner to the steering wheel, just in case. Not saying, but yeah. Susie Wolf. Is that Susie Wolf? Jesus, she's got a lot of makeup on there. She's a good-looking lady. Yeah?
And she's young there. That was quite a few years ago.
Oh,
she's a lovely lady.
Just realised.
Lovely lady.
Just realised I typed in Wolf. I just typed in Wolf, didn't I? Of course I'm going to get Susie Wolf. Wolf F1. I'm just trying to think of her more awful liveries now. Let's go for the worst F1 livery. And then we'll talk about some aerodynamic through bars, and then we'll be done. This is their other awful F1 liveries we'd never like to see return. Oh look, there's the one I already. I mean, I can get the idea. Look, if they go around, but if it's down to whether the track's going clockwise or anti-clockwise, how much advertising are they get to the spectators?
Right, yeah, who's your target audience? Who's your demographic? Right, I've just sent you a link there to that Sterling Moss car with the door off it.
Hold on, what's going on? There's a video going on here in the corner. I don't know who that is. Right, let's have a look. Jesus.
Yeah, look at that. There's nothing there. They just took the side panels off because it was too hot. You can see his feet and his hands on the gear shift and everything.
There'd be regulations of that now, wouldn't there? They'd be completely like, what are you doing?
Oh, mate, you
just be...
he's got a couple of damp tea towels on his hands. That's it. That's his fire protection.
Oh. Let's go for this.
Let's look at the bad liveries again.
Bad liveries, and we're going to find the bad designs. And I've got a couple of bad...
That's horrible.
That's old Damon Hill, isn't it?
That's got to be a ground effect car. See how close it is to the ground at the back and up at the front, so it's sucking the air in and pushing it all down across the T.
I do miss these massively. I do miss these massively oversized back tires. That's a real 70s, 80s thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
No, I don't remember that one. If you go too crazy with the colours, you need 2 or 3, but they need.
Well, what about Benetton then? Bring that up. That was a pretty car. I don't know the livery on that car.
I think their 1987 car was beautiful, and I'm going to find it. They've just reminded me. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Well, footwork. I mean, they're never getting anywhere anyway. They never got anywhere.
That looks like a cardboard version that was.
That looks like the Stig. That doesn't even look like a real car.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is where Williams for me. Why? I get it, but why? No.
That's a cigarette box with wheels on it.
Yep. There's that.
Ugh.
Oh, the Shadow DN9 1979. The Pacific. Oh my God, these liveries. Now, I'd say the Benetton F1 car from 1987 Benetton. I spelled it completely wrong. 1987 F1.
Is Benetton as a company still going?
I think so. This car here, beautiful car.
Yeah, that's horrible.
No, I love this
You
car.
think? No, mate.
That's 1986. That's 1986.
Wait, which one are you talking about?
This one, I don't
Which
know.
one? The one on the right?
This one here, I think this is Thierry Boutsen driving this car. Showing I'm flexing now, okay?
Yeah,
But this one was
yeah,
1986. Thank
With
you.
the red tyres. Red and green tyres.
I've only clicked
That's
back on
not
it
even
because
port and starboard.
I'm trying to see if that says that's a Red Bull helmet, but obviously that wasn't out in 1986.
Hey, have you seen Alex Albon racing for Williams in a Williams car? He's got Red Bull on his helmet, isn't he? Right there, right in the front.
Really? Red Bull's everywhere.
Yeah.
But this car, I think it's a beautiful F1 car. And the March, Michael Schumacher's debut car.
Delivery.
Please don't
Delivery
yawn.
on it.
Please don't yawn.
Oh, get no chance for the poor.
No, he
viewers
did.
of this.
Oh, the first Jordan car was beautiful as well. Jordan. It was sponsored by 7-Up.
Jordan Belfort.
That made me think. Who Jordan? Who? This
Jordan
was a.
Belfort, the Wolf of Wall Street.
Oh, that's it. Yes. This was a beautiful car.
See, I like that one. Yeah, that's nice. That's a good car.
Michael Schumacher got the drive because the driver who was meant to be in it was arrested or something for drink driving.
It was a punch up.
Oh, it was a punch up, was it?
Something.
What happened to Adrian Sutil? He came back briefly after punching someone, didn't he? Adrian Sutil? Is it just me?
No idea, mate.
I don't know. He got into a scuffle with someone, and someone said something about racism or something. He made a racist comment. I don't know. Poor old Adrian Sutil. Let's just get a bit more of the old. Yeah, there you go. That's some Bottas. Yeah. Just trying to.
It's motor racing, Michael.
Yes, I'm gonna have to find that one. Yeah, it's called motor racing.
Tao, we're going motor racing.
I didn't mind Senna Camel when they were sponsored by Camel.
Camel Tour.
Senna when he was in the Lotus sponsored by Camel. The year after they dropped JPS. So this is 80. This is 87. 86 they were JPS. Same car but different colour.
Yeah.
I didn't mind that all
Yeah,
yellow.
I like that. Yeah.
I'm not even going to go there with the Marlboro McLaren because everybody knows that's iconic.
Yeah, that's that's good. All right, do we have any other talking points?
Let's just quickly, before you scoot off, see what this is. It's probably a nothing burger of a story, but let's say Hamilton demands prosecution of F1 staff. Now I know as soon as I click it, it's not going to be what it says on the tin, is it? I'll accept the cookies because they're called cookies and not. Hamilton demands prosecution of FIA staff. Lewis Hamilton's why have we got votes for this? Lewis Hamilton's big announcement on the F1 revolution, and it appears as demands of the F1 now include the prosecution of decision makers deemed to have made an error of judgment. Now, for me, you've got to get over this, Lewis. Haven't you? Is it me? If it's true, it's obviously complete. It's complete. You're looking at
it's complete, absolute nonsense.
Following the controversy at Abu Dhabi Grand Prix on the 12th of December, the FIA made another point is I've never known an F1 race be so late in the year. 12th of December. Anyway.
Well, it's 25. I mean, was it last year 25?
Yeah, correct. The FIA made a number of changes to the F1 regulations. The body's president, Mohammed Ben
Suleiman.
Thank you for rescuing me. Recently announced that the introduction of a video analysis system similar to VAR. And then for me, this is a mistake, isn't it? They're going to put a VAR.
How is it different from the stewards? The stewards have the footage.
Yeah.
And they get the.
That's VAR, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. So this is a nonsense article, mate. I wouldn't even give them the reads on it.
Here's a Hamilton quote. It's good to see that the FIA is taking action to make improvements. Comments F. Hamilton. If he doesn't say the word, confidence can obviously be lost in an instant, but gaining is something that is built over a long period of time. We know that. Although I didn't see it coming. Yesterday's initial announcement is perhaps first steps. First steps, certainly. So basically, that was clickbait. I've just been clickbaited, haven't I?
Yeah. It says, do you see that line above there before you moved? It said the ex-F1 champion.
Yeah.
He's still an F1 champion. He's not retired.
Yeah.
Which yeah. So
he didn't get from divorce, did he, or something? Yeah. Okay, everybody. That sounds like the end of the F1. Where's the stop button? Jesus Christ.
Do we have anything else you want to talk about? I mean, it's mostly been car launches, so I think
we'll stick to car launches. I'm going to tell the one subscriber that we are going to get a bit more professional. I am working
a couple of other ones. One of them's listening to it live, though. Only one.
Oh right, that's cheating. I'm working on. I've obviously got my soundboard. Got the soundboard all up and running. I'm working on some just little animation skits for the YouTube channel. It's a pain in the backside to make them. It takes about 4 hours to make one tiny animation thing, which I will use in one podcast. But I'm going to do it without buying dedicated software. So just hold on. It will get mildly better quality.
I don't know if you want to promise that.
I'm making promises that my technical abilities body can't cash.
Body's writing checks.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to say. Yeah,
checks your body can't cash.
Okay, let's get back to stop. I've got where's the stop button? Record. Pause. Stop recording. Okay, that's been the effing one podcast show thingy. I'll see you next time. Please like and subscribe. Button. I'm pointing to whatever or nothing. All right, mate. I'll speak to you later.
I see other people doing it.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye.